Okay, well, my brain is officially doing backflips after those first two questions.
I hear you, but we've got one more question to tackle, and it's a classic.
Oh, lay it on me.
Does art imitate life, or does life imitate art?
Ooh. Okay, that's a question that philosophers have been debating for centuries.
It is, and I can't wait to see how the AI tackled this age-old conundrum.
I have a feeling it's going to be just as insightful and thought-provoking as the first two.
I think you might be right about that. That question, does art imitate life, or does life imitate art? It's a question that's been debated for centuries.
It really gets to the core of, what art us and its role in society. I'm really curious to see how the AI tackled this one. Did any of them give like a simple yes or no answer?
It's funny, none of them did.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they all seem to understand that it's not a black and white issue.
That's good.
There's this, complex relationship between art and life, and the AIs really reflected that in their answers.
That's pretty impressive. Okay, so how do they approach this whole tangled relationship? What stood out to you from DeepSeek's response?
DeepSeek grounded their answer in the concept of mimesis.
Mimesis.
Yeah, it sounds kind of intimidating, but it basically means that art imitates or reflects reality.
Yep.
They gave examples of realistic art forms like classical sculptures and Renaissance paintings.
Okay.
Those really tried to capture the world as accurately as possible.
So art as like a mirror held up to life.
Exactly.
But I thought some people argued the opposite, like that life imitates art.
You're right, and that's where Grok's response came in.
Okay.
They brought up Oscar Wilde.
Oscar what?
He famously said, "Life imitates art far more than art imitates life."
He did like to turn things upside down.
He did, didn't he? He believed that art introduces new ideas, aesthetics, possibilities, and then we as humans, we try to incorporate those into our lives.
I can see that. Like, think about fashion trends inspired by movies.
Right.
Or even, social movements that use powerful imagery from art.
Exactly. It's like art creates a blueprint and then life tries to follow those lines.
Sometimes it's without us even realizing it.
Yeah, it's pretty mind-blowing when you think about it.
It really is. So we've got DeepSeek focusing on mimesis with art reflecting reality. And Grok bringing in Oscar Wilde's view that life takes its cues from art.
Yep.
What about ChatGPT, though? How do they handle this whole debate?
ChatGPT, in their usual conversational way, actually turned the question back to us.
Really?
Yeah, they asked, "What do you think?"
I love that.
It was really clever, acknowledging that there's no one right answer and inviting the listener to think for themselves.
It's like they're saying it's all about how you see it.
Exactly. And they presented arguments for both sides, highlighting how art can both reflect and de-shape reality.
Okay.
And they also touched on how that relationship between art and life has evolved over time.
I can imagine different artistic movements have really pushed the boundaries.
Yeah, they definitely have.
Okay, so last but not least, we have Perplexity. What was their take?
Perplexity emphasized the concept of anti-mimesis.
Anti-mimesis.
This is the idea that art doesn't just reflect reality, but can actually shape real-world behavior and ideals.
Okay, so it's not just a mirror. It's like art is actively influencing how we see the world.
Right, and they even suggested that art influences our very perception of beauty.
Wow, that's powerful.
It is. They gave the example of how Impressionist paintings...
The ones that were considered really radical at first?
Exactly, but eventually they changed how people perceived light and color.
Interesting.
And that influenced not just art, but photography, fashion, even interior design.
It's like art has this ripple effect that goes way beyond the canvas.
I know, it's amazing, isn't it? It can change our tastes, our beliefs, even our behaviors.
Subtly, but powerfully.
Exactly. And I think that's one of the things that makes this question so fascinating. It forces us to think about the power of art to shape the world and how we understand ourselves.
Okay, so 4 very different but equally insightful responses. Do you have a favorite? Which AI do you think gave the most compelling answer for this last question?
That's a tough one. I was really impressed by Perplexity's focus on anti-mimesis and how art can shape our perceptions of beauty and reality. But I also really appreciated how ChatGPT acknowledged the complexity of the debate and, encouraged us to form our own opinions.
Yeah, both of those responses really got me thinking.
Me too.
So we've heard from all 4 AIs on these 3 thought-provoking questions. Any one AI consistently stand out as a clear winner?
It's been a close call, honestly.
Yeah.
All 4 AI agents showed some impressive knowledge and insight, but if I had to choose a winner,
Okay.
I'd say ChatGPT consistently provided the most balanced, well-organized, and engaging answers.
I think I agree. Their conversational style was really impressive, and they were so good at connecting with the listener.
Yeah, I felt like they were having a conversation with us rather than just, spitting out pre-programmed responses.
Exactly, and that's what makes this whole contest so exciting to me.
Why is that?
Is like we're seeing AI move beyond just processing information and actually engaging in thoughtful and nuanced discussions.
It's a glimpse into the future.
It really is. It's like a sneak peek into what debates and conversations might look like in the future.
With AI playing a bigger and bigger role.
Yeah, and I think it's crucial that we keep exploring the potential of AI while also being mindful of, the ethical considerations
Right.
and potential biases that could come up.
Absolutely. We have to be careful. But for now, I think it's worth celebrating just how much AI has accomplished and the fascinating insights they can offer.
Absolutely. This contest has been a testament to just how much AI can contribute to these deep and complex discussions, and I can't wait to see what the future holds.
I am with you on that this is just the beginning.
It's mind-blowing to think we're at a point where AI can participate in these complex discussions like it's no big deal.
Yeah, it really makes you wonder where AI will be in like 5 years, 10 years.
I'm excited, but also a little nervous, if I'm being honest. And while the other AIs had their moments, ChatGPT was just consistently impressive.
Their ability to synthesize all that complex information and present it in a way that was accessible but still thought-provoking was really remarkable.
Couldn't have said it better myself, so
Oh.
congrats to ChatGPT for winning our Deep Dive AI Showdown.
Yeah, congrats, ChatGPT.
But honestly, all four of them deserve a round of applause. They
Right.
really gave us a glimpse into the future of knowledge and debate, and that's pretty exciting.
Yeah, it makes you wonder where AI will take us next.
It really does, and it makes you appreciate the importance of those open and honest discussions.
Absolutely, whether it's with each other or even with AI.
Well said. Okay, so before we wrap things up, I want to hear from you, the listener.
Yes, listeners, we want to know what you think.
Which AI's responses really resonated with you? What new questions popped into your head during this deep dive?
And we encourage you to check out Kintsugi and Project Plain Talk.
Maybe you'll even participate in a future contest and shape the AI conversations of tomorrow.
Who knows, maybe we'll be analyzing your responses on a future episode.
That's right. And here's a final thought to ponder. If AI can already offer these diverse and nuanced perspectives, what does that mean for the future of human conversations?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Are we going to embrace these new AI voices as we search for knowledge and understanding?
Or are we going to resist the rise of the machines?
Only time will tell.
Yeah.
Well, one thing's for sure. The future's going to be a wild ride, and AI will definitely be along for the journey.
Buckle up, everyone. It's going to be interesting. That's for sure.